Welcome to Synthesis Workshop. On today's Research Spotlight episode, I'm thrilled to have with us Sharique Mohammed, who is a PhD student in the Tambar group at UT Southwestern. Sharique is originally from Lucknow, India, where he got his bachelor's and master's in chemistry from the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal, in 2014, working in the group of Alakesh Bisai. He subsequently moved to Texas to join the Tambar group at UT Southwestern and is currently pursuing a PhD there. With that, I'll hand it over to Mohammed so he can explain some organocatalysis work that he's recently published in ChemSci. Welcome, Mohammed. I'm very excited to have you with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Sharique, and first of all I would like to thank Matt for inviting me on this platform to present my recently published research work as a graduate student in Tambar lab at UT Southwestern Medical Center. As you can see from the title of my presentation, my project involved N-heterocyclic carbene based catalytic platform for Hauser-Kraus Annulations. So let me give you a brief introduction about this decades-old name reaction called Hauser-Kraus Annulation. Basically, this reaction was developed independently by both Hauser and Kraus in the same year, 1978, in which they reported the synthesis of dihydronaphthalines. This oxygenated polycyclic aromatic compound was prepared via a base-mediated annulation reaction between substituted phthalides and a Michael acceptor coupling partner. Now let's see the mechanism of this reaction. They proposed a stepwise mechanism for this annulation reaction. So first, a strong base would deprotonate the substituted phthalide to generate a nucleophilic phthalide species that can react with the Michael acceptor in a 1,4 addition manner to give the corresponding Michael adduct intermediate. Now this intermediate undergoes an intramolecular Dieckmann condensation on the lactone carbonyl group to produce a bridged cyclic intermediate. So the intermediate form would then collapse through the expulsion of benzene sulfonate ions, results in the formation of annulated product. Finally, a base promoted tautomerization furnished the Hauser-Kraus annulation product. My favorite part of this annulation reaction is the application of this reaction in the synthesis of complex natural products. People have used this reaction as a key step in their synthetic routes, even at very late stages. And I would say it worked like a charm most of the time, which kind of shows the versatility and power of this reaction to manifest a conversion based annulation process. Now, despite some great features and widespread utilities of this reaction, it has some drawbacks as well. First drawback is that this reaction requires stoichiometric amount of very strong bases such as LDA, LTB or LHMDS, which basically limits the functional group tolerance of the reaction, making it incompatible for the substrate which have base sensitive groups. Another drawback of this reaction is that for the synthesis of starting materials like substituted phthalides, you need to use toxic reagents such as potassium cyanide, sodium cyanide and some sulfur based reagent. So clearly this reaction is not suitable for large scale synthesis. And finally, there's no catalytic reports available prior to our study, although this reaction has been known for more than 40 years, which gave us a good opportunity to work on this project. Okay, now I'm going to talk about our design for the catalytic platform of Hauser-Kraus annulation. So in our design, we focused on three aspects of this reaction. First thing is, let's develop a catalytic reaction. Second, we should address all the drawbacks within the traditional Hauser-Kraus annulation reaction and overcome it, make this reaction more sophisticated. And third one, we wanted to maintain all the advantages of the Hauser-Kraus annulation, such as high regioselectivity, high reactivity, and broad substrate scope. So the first thing we did is to design a starting material that can be easily synthesized in less steps and without using any toxic reagent. So we use the same precursor, a lactol, that people use to synthesize substituted phthalides for a traditional Hauser-Kraus reaction, and we use this lactol to prepare our starting material for the catalytic reaction. And just one step, you can see using non-toxic reagent, we synthesize orthoaldehyde ester, which act as a starting material for our catalytic reaction. Now we used N-heterocyclic carbene catalyst to carry out an en bloc chemistry on the aldehyde center to generate a Breslow intermediate. Now many of you probably know about the NSC catalysis and how basically you can generate a nucleophilic species from an electrophilic species using en bloc chemistry. Now if you look at carefully, the Breslow intermediate shown here kind of mimics the property of substitute halides used in traditional Hauser-Kraus annulation. Now we believe that after this, the Breslow intermediate will undergo a cascade reaction, such as stator reaction followed by Dieckmann condensation, with Michael acceptor to produce Hauser-Kraus annulation product. Okay, so we optimized the reaction based on our catalytic design and successfully synthesized the Hauser-Kraus annulation product in the presence of 20 mole percent imidazolium catalyst and 50 mole percent of the Unix base. Now, since Unix base is comparatively weaker than some of the bases that are used in traditional Hauser annulation, we were successfully able to avoid the use of stoichiometric strong bases. We are also using one equivalent of lithium acetate, which acts as a Lewis acid that helps to improve the efficiency of the reaction. And finally, this reaction only works in polar aprotic solvents such as DMSO and DMF, so we end up using DMSO as a solvent in this reaction. So we explored the substrate scope of this reaction. So the methyl substitution at the various positions of the aryl ring provided decent yield of the product. Halogen substitutions such as fluoro, chloro, bromo, and iodo provided nice yields in this reaction. Now, just to point out that the presence of halogens may be problematic with traditional Hauser-Kraus annulation that could undergo lithium halogen exchange with the halogen containing substrates to provide some side products. But since we do not have any strong lithium-amide bases in our reaction, we do not encounter this problem. And electron donating methoxy as well as electron withdrawing group benzyl ester both tolerated well in this reaction and provided good yields. Now, since we do not have a strong base in our condition, an aniline carbamate compound containing an acidic proton also tolerated very well, giving us a decent yield of the Hauser-Kraus annulation product. And we also extended our catalytic chemistry to the synthesis of polycyclic heteroatomic system, such as formation of isoquinoline in decent yield. We also explored the scope of electrophilic coupling partners. For that, we explored different types of acrylates such as ethyl acrylate, tertiary acrylate, benzyl acrylate. We also added some acrylate containing alkyne and furyl functionality, and all of them seem to be working very well in this reaction. Alpha-beta unsaturated ketones provided lesser yields compared to the acrylates. Unfortunately, crotyl and cinnamyl esters did not provide any product. But this reaction provided the Hauser-Kraus annulation product when we replaced the phenyl and methyl groups to a more activated electron withdrawing group such as ester and the cyanide. Finally, we observed the formation of benzoquinone products with the quaternary carbon center when we employed 1,1 disubstituted electron deficient alkene. We did some mechanistic experiments to find out whether our reaction is going through a concerted mechanism or a stepwise mechanism. So first thing we did is to change the position of benzyl ester from ortho to para, and surprisingly this reaction did not produce any stator product, which was expected to form if these reaction conditions facilitated the formation of a traditional Breslow intermediate. We also tried a non-aromatic aldehyde ester, and this one also failed to provide any Hauser-Kraus annulation product. These observations suggest that maybe our reaction is not going through a traditional Breslow intermediate, and we realized that these results are more consistent with a concerted 4+2 cycloaddition mechanism than a stepwise stator Dieckmann condensation mechanism. We also proved the role of various countercations of acetate salts. Lithium, sodium, and potassium acetate salts yielded the desired product, but when we used non-Lewis acidic ammonium acetate, it did not furnish any product, which kind of suggests the importance of a Lewis acid countercation in activation of the substrate in our reaction condition. We also performed the initial rate analysis using proton NMR to find out the rate of this reaction, and we observed that this reaction follows first order kinetics with respect to starting material, acrylate, NSC, and lithium acetate, and a zero order with respect to DIPA. So based on this analysis and previous mechanistic study, we believe that this reaction might be going through the formation of a quaternary complex where lithium is coordinating to both substrates and providing an assistance to N-heterocyclic carbene to make this reaction more efficient. So based on all the mechanistic evidences, we proposed a catalytic mechanism for our reaction. So the first step is the deprotonation of NSC salt to form an active NSC catalyst that can react with orthoaldehyde benzyl ester to produce non-canonical benzyl intermediate, which is unprecedented in NSA catalysis through the liberation of benzyl alcohol. We used proton NMR experiment to detect the formation of benzyl alcohol in this reaction. Now this oxygenated benzyl intermediate will undergo a 4+2 cycloaddition with ethyl acrylate to form a quaternary complex transition state as shown here. This transition state is consistent with the experimentally determined rate orders, which kind of suggests the cooperative roles of NSC catalyst and the Lewis acidic lithium acetate. So after 4+2 cycloaddition step, it is going to form a cycloaddict intermediate, and then through the collapse of this intermediate, we generate the active catalyst and substituted cyclohexane dione product, and after base promoted tautomerization, it forms the Hauser-Kraus annulation product. So with that, I would like to end my talk. I would like to thank Matt again for inviting me to present my research work on his platform. Also, I would like to thank my PhD advisor, Dr. Uttam Tambar, for being a great boss and giving me an opportunity to work on this project. Special thanks to my lab mates for being very helpful and supportive throughout this project. And finally, I would like to thank all funding agencies and UT Southwestern Medical Center to provide resources to support our work.
Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed Sharique's talk on this Research Spotlight. To support this initiative, help us out by subscribing and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date. See you all next time.